Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel. I am here to set up my budget for November in my A6 coiled planner. As you can see, this is a new one because I lost mine. So this is got no cover, it's got nothing. It's just literally that. Yeah, I actually made two when I made my last one, so it's quite lucky really. I also have a die cut or two from Crafty Rat Designs, and then I have my budget kit here from Colourful & Co. This is the Nebula A6 budget kit. I also have, with the new branding, some arrows and some flags there in the pastel colour range. I then have hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of multicolours. These were customs from Colourful & Co. They are in 10 different colours to do my budget categories. And then last but certainly not least, I have Payday and Build You foiled stickers in clear paper from my shop. These tiny scripts will be hopefully coming out in November, but I don't actually know yet, it depends. Then I've just got some various other bits and pieces, some date dots and some full boxes from freebies and stuff, and some date covers, which I'll use to set up my weeks. There. And that is everything I have, so let's get straight into it. And I'm actually going to start on that, partway through page, and let's start by putting the tab in. So I'm going to fold that in half. This is going to be an adventure, and grab a November sticker. I have some stickers out in front of me. If I can grab a November to put on, hopefully it will fit. I can just go across there, fabulous. And then I've got double-sided sticky tape runner to hopefully stick this down with. Cool, so we've got a little November tab there. So then also on this page, I'm going to put this piece of deco like die cut down with a November 2020 in it. And again, I'm just going to use a sticker from my shop for the November 2020 like that. And then we're going to have our key down here, which we will come back to. Then let's move on and set up the actual monthly, shall we? Let's do that. So November is one of these funny months because it starts on a Sunday and it goes Sunday through the next Monday. So what I like to do is I like to put the first down here. So we've got these few days not in the month, and I didn't show you this before, I have this washi tape from Simply Gilded just to cover up the days not in the month. And I'm trying out a new angled palette knife, which I just got from TK Maxx to tear washi with. It's what Cindy Gunter Boulder uses. But she uses like a metal proper one, not a $1.99 for 5 palette knife plastic useless one. This is one of those useless washi tapes that has decided that it's not going to play nicely or tear up nicely, so good job I won't be using much more of it, at least in this video. It's a shame because it's like the first time I've used this washi tape. And then I'm just going to grab the other November 2020 sticker, so our month is also labelled. And let's pop some date dots down. I'm going to try and finish this sheet of date dots, even though there's only 30 days in November, so I'm going to be left with 2 31sts anyway. So I'm just going to speed up quickly while I pop the date dots down, because it is super boring. So while I do that, I'm just going to tell you, it was a weird month for us in that we moved into our house, so we're trying to like navigate a new budget completely, and also we lost the budget book, so we stopped tracking our spending. Which in some ways was good because we had a lot of things this month that we hadn't really accounted for that we needed to buy, but at the same time it meant we didn't really know what we were spending a lot of the time, which is a dangerous game, but oh well, we worked out in the end, and it's been like we did have money set aside for house stuff that we hadn't accounted for, so it's fine, but it would have been a dangerous game if we hadn't had that money set aside. Fabulous. So now I've got that down, I'm going to pop in Build Yous and Paydays. And I think I'm going to use the yellow flag. And I actually think we are both going to get paid on the 28th, which is amazing. Because normally, on the 27th, because normally one of us is paid on the 27th and one is paid the 28th. But the 28th is a weekend, so I think we will both be paid on the 27th. And I'm going to see how these fit on this sticker. I'm hoping that they fit perfectly. Just like that. Yeah, they do. What other colour matches well? The pink matches quite well. I'm going to go with the pink as well. and just do both marked on there as our 2 paydays. I'll also at some point pay myself for Etsy, but I don't know when that will be, so that's fine. Good. Right, and bills. So, does any colour not match this? The green doesn't really match, but the other 4 colours do, so I'm just going to cycle through those. So the first, we have our mortgage is due. I think that's it. Is it just our mortgage? I haven't really decided how I'm going to do this. We'll work it out. Will the bill due go next to it, or does it need to overlap a little bit? Or it probably doesn't need to overlap, but yeah. Though it may look cuter overlapping. I feel like if it goes like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so the first we actually have 2 bills. So we have Mind and we also have Patreon. So I'm going to pop both of those in there. And then the 5th we again have 2 bills because that seems to be how things work. You either have no bills or all the bills. Whether these are correct dates I don't actually know, but we're going to go with them because they're when we paid them last month. I just went through our bank account and pulled out the dates for them. So on the 5th we pay, I think we're definitely paying our energy bill on the 5th, and I think we're paying our council tax, but I don't actually know whether we are paying it this month because we pay over 10 months and I feel like they haven't asked us for any money till December, so we'll see. Then on the 12th we pay one of our phone bills. So one of our mobile phone bills on the 12th. Then the 16th we pay for our internet for the house. Then the 19th is our YouTube Premium there. Then the 21st we give some money to charity on the 21st. Then the 26th we pay another 3 phone bill there. And is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. And I'm not going to write in what these bills are. I just need to know when I do my budget on these days that there's a bill, because not all of them come out our main bank account. The other thing I might do is we both have credit cards that we pay off in full. We have like standing orders to pay them off. I might start marking when they are paid in this calendar because obviously a good chunk of money comes out the account on that day. So I think that is all of our bills and I'm going to go with it. And I will just I'm going to write next to them the day they come out if they don't come out on that day. And that will work fine. And that is the monthly spread set up. So next we want to go on to these pages. And so, how do we do this? Oh, bugger. There's these in the kit. I should defo use those next month if I remember. Because there's like 2 paydays and then 6, 7, 8. There's nearly enough to do the whole month in those. Oh, I need to remember that. Anyway, I think I'm going to do our budget here. And so I need to do income and expenses. And I need to work out how much space I'm going to have left. And I don't remember, and I don't have like a record of it. So we're just going to assume I'm not going to have any space left and work with it. And then we'll move it if we need to. So I'm just going to get the stickers down and then I will fill stuff in. At the minute it feels like it wouldn't be a me video without me tearing up at least one sticker. And this time it is all of this page because I do have space for some washi at the top and the bottom. But we'll just make it work. It will be fine. So let me know down below how things are going with your budget. Obviously our October budget did not go according to plan. But yeah, it's still worth doing. And we're definitely ready to jump back on tomorrow because it's Halloween when I'm filming this video, to be honest. Cool, so that's that page set up. We will fill it in shortly. Unfortunately with lots and lots of tearing up on the way, but that's fine. So let's move on to these 2 pages. So here we're going to have my transaction log, which is actually for my business transactions. It is for basically anything that I need to purchase for my business in the month. And I definitely won't fill up the page, but I just like to have a space to sort of write that down, partly so that when I come to do my business expenses, I have a record, and it's really, really easy, to be honest. It just makes my life a lot easier when I do my shop accounts, because I'm quite bad at like buying things for the business and not writing it down anywhere and being like just, you know, completely forgetting it exists. So that's the idea. I think sinking funds, because we have so many sinking fund categories, doesn't have space for anything other than the header, but I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go with that and hope for the best, to be honest with you. That's just going to go there at the top, and then so I have 24 sinking funds, which I think will take us down most of the way down this page. Yep, so that pretty perfectly fills up that page. So that's those, and then these last 2 pages are our weekly check-ins. And for this, I do just, again, completely use the kit. So we put weekly check-in at the top, and then we start with I just literally go down the ones in here, and I do all 5 of them. But so for this month, the first is a Sunday. So that will actually be included in week 1. So the 5 weeks will be the 1st to the 8th, 2, 3, 4, and then the 30th will be a week on its own, which is a bit ridiculous, but that's sort of the best way to do it. I could also just include it in week 4. Maybe I'll do that, and then I only need to fit 4 weekly check-ins in, but I feel like I probably won't. So we'll just make it work. I think, if I'm correct, this does fit perfectly with 5 weekly check-ins on these pages with 10 categories, but we'll find out. I never really know what to say or do and talk about in this bit of the video, because it always, like, it seems so boring to me, but also this is the majority of what I do, is I like stick down the stickers. So let me know down below if there's anything like specific you want me to talk about while I'm doing this, because me and my boyfriend like sit and work out our budget together, and I can't really film that because it's not really fair on him, because whilst he's happy for me to share the numbers, it's more like our putting together a budget each month is more looking at, it's more we sit down and we look at our base budget and we look how we did the month before, which was obviously this month we didn't do because we didn't have our numbers for the month before. So we sat down and looked at our numbers and worked out what we could afford to do. So they are our 5 weekly check-ins, and I will go through and pop our categories in a moment later in the video. And then let's move on to our weekly check-ins. And what I haven't done is I haven't pulled out washi for the bottom of these. And I actually have, and I only have 4 strips of the washi left. Never mind, I was going to say I could potentially use these glitter strips, but I could use them for 2 of them, but they wouldn't match. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. I think I'm probably just going to leave it. And these will go into like the colours they're closest to if I want them to. So I probably need to pull out some washi, but for now let's just get some stickers down on these. I'm just going to go through and pop in. Okay, so as I stick a million stickers down and write everything in, I thought I'd just run through what our categories are and sort of what sort of things fall into them if it's not like evident. So we have 2 sort of bills categories, and they are utilities and direct debits. So utilities are basically things we can't not have. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but like things like mortgage, for internet, heating, water, house insurance. And then direct debits are sort of more choice things. So things like we give some money to charity every month, my Patreons, and YouTube basically, because we have YouTube Premium. Our next category is household, and our cleaner falls under that, because we do have a cleaner. We decided it's one thing we wanted to definitely have. Any cleaning supplies and then any bits and pieces for the house fall out of that. Travel is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's mostly petrol, to be honest, because other things have sinking funds. Then going out is any eating out or days out or anything like that. We don't budget very much for that, but may increase it as things change. Groceries is what it says on the tin, basically any food we buy to eat at home. Then we both have our own fun money categories. So Sean always has more budgeted than me, basically because he's worse at spending it. And so he has it roll over from previous months. And I just have that month. Then we have, I've lost a category. What have I lost? I haven't, it's sinking funds, I'm just being dumb. It's fine. So that's our fun money. Other is basically any bits and pieces we need to pick up that we haven't budgeted for. It's basically an unbudgeted category, and sinking funds doesn't have a budget. And so that is our categories. And I will just run through how much we budget for each of those categories as well. So for our utilities, we budget £1,558. Most of that, to be honest, is our mortgage. Direct debit is £57.99. Household is £260. Travel is £250. Going out is £150. Groceries is £300. Socials fund money is £215. My fund money is £50, and other is £30. And that totals £2,606.77. So that's what our budgeted amount of money we spend is. That doesn't account for any of our sinking funds, which is the next thing I'm gonna sort of write out and everything. So our sinking funds are basically lots of things. So our sinking funds are rent meals, which I no longer pay into, but is still a category, so we're sticking with it until that's empty, and then I won't be adding to it again and it'll disappear. Water is for our water bill because we don't pay that monthly, we just pay it to be honest, I don't know how often we pay it. They haven't asked for any money yet. We will pay it at some point. House insurance, we buy annual house insurance, so that's just to build up to we next have to pay it. Headspace is a subscription I have for the baking box, and that comes out once every 6 months, so that is a sinking fund. Headspace is a meditation app which I pay annually, and Baked In is a baking subscription that I have. Furniture is for replacement furniture and doing up rooms and stuff like that, and we just put £75 a month aside into that. Cats is to pay for vet appointments, vet bills, pet food, stuff like that. We don't know how much that's going to need, but we have an amount we're putting in it at the moment, and we will see how much we need. House repairs are for things that need repairing in the house, as it sounds like. Car work is exactly what it says on the tin. It's for any work that needs doing on either of our cars. Car insurance is what it says on the tin. It's to pay for our car insurance because we both get annual policies. New car is to replace a car. The plan eventually is to replace a car once every 15 years. So each car will get replaced once every... So we'll replace one car every 7.5 years, and that should be enough to cover a decent car for that. Indemnity is our indemnity insurance for work. We pay that annually. GMC is our fee we pay to be doctors. We pay the GMC to be doctors, and that we pay yearly. Work exams is for any work exams we need to sit. Textbooks are for any resources we need for those work exams. Planner will mostly be for my goal setting planner, I think, to be honest, but that's for any actual planners I want to buy. Exercise is exactly what it says on the tin. Clothes is exactly what it says on the tin. Holiday is really a savings, but we do it as a sinking fund. Electronics are for replacement phones, laptops, that sort of thing. Gifts is exactly what it says on the tin. It's for gifts. Toiletries are haircuts included in that, any toiletries we need to buy. and prescription is for our prescriptions. I get a prepayment certificate and Social gets a prescription every other month, so that's how we do that. And then emergency is exactly what it says on the tin, and it is an emergency fund, and they are our sinking funds. Okay, so that's all of that filled in. So last but not least, I just need to add in my key. So I have 10 categories and 10 of these little different coloured stickers, and I am just gonna, I can't decide whether I want to go down. Well, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. That's fine. We're just gonna go down and right. I feel like I should have spread these out. I regret this decision. Rewind, rewind, rewind. We will make this work, I promise. It'll be fine. Oh no, that's all 5. Hang on. What am I doing? Red, orange. We'll make this work, I promise. I promise I'm not always this much of a hot mess. That may be a lie. I'm quite often this hot messy. It's fine. We're just going to make it work. It will be fine. That can go there. And then I'm just going to write in what the categories are. We haven't actually assigned them yet, so I'm going to grab Social in to help me decide which category is which in a moment. Or shall I just assign them? Should I just go down? Would that make sense? Why not? Let's just do that. I feel like I'm going to end up with a colour I don't want, but I don't care. So we've got direct. This should have been utilities. Oh well. It's direct debits now. And utilities. I've forgotten what my categories are. This is good, isn't it? It's going well. It's going well. They're there. So household and travel there, and then going out, groceries, fun, fun, T, other, and sinking. And that is my key, and I think that is everything finished. Is it? Oh, I need habit trackers, but I'll pull those in a bit. Anyway, because this video is really, really long enough. So, we've got closed book, we've got our November tab. November tab turns us to our cover page with our key. Then we have monthly budget and our income and expenditure. We have our bill dues, which are pretty much all due on Thursdays, which is a little odd. I wonder whether that's because they were all Fridays this week and some of those won't be on those days. But anyway, we'll track when they actually come out this month. Transaction log for business transactions, sinking funds there. And we have the 5 weekly check-ins for the 5 weeks, and then our weeklies start. And I will pop a habit tracker in here for no spend and some washi down at the bottom probably, but you don't need to watch me do that. Oh, I haven't put in the date dots for these days though. So I will just, as I say goodbye, wrap this up and put these in. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Sorry there wasn't really an October wrap up in it. It was just a pure September setup, and that is basically because we didn't budget for the rest of the month after I filmed that video. That's a lie. We budgeted for like a week and then we stopped. So that's what happens sometimes, and you just got to make it work, and we did. So yeah. That's everything I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you thought, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!